Fubara yet to realize his mistakes and apologize to me. Wike rejects call for forgiveness. My dear listeners, here is another interesting news I bring to your listening ears. As Wike said, Fubara has not yet to realize his mistakes and apologize to him. My dear listeners, the question here is tell us what, because you can't really keep saying Fubara offended you and apologize to you for the mistakes he has made in the past. Tell us what offense has Fubara made that is not known to everyone. At least before you demand, before you demand someone, before you demand that, before someone could owe you an apology, definitely such person must have offended you, and you will deserve an explanation to know because you're saying this publicly that this man really um needs to apologize to you, and the reason why he needs to apologize to you should be known to the public too. You can't just stand up and make a point wherever there is no point. So, my dear listeners, moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel, and share. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, ESM Wike, has rejected calls for reconciliation with his successor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State, stating that the embattled governor has not approached him for forgiveness. A statement issued by Wike's media aide, Larry Olayinka, stated that forgiveness requires an acknowledgement of wrongdoing and a direct plea for pardon, neither of which Fubara has made. Earlier, a former militant leader of government, Ekpemokpolo, also known as Tompolo, had called for Wike to temper his anger and reconcile with Fubara for the sake of peace in Rivers State. The Niger Delta leader said, "And just like I will not accept rebellion from my son, I will also not cause more problems." Wike is angry, but he has to bring his temper down for the good of all. We will have a dialogue and resolve all lingering issues, and again Fubara will return to his seat. When asked about Tompolo's appeal, Wike's camp responded with skepticism. There is no offense. It is when somebody has offended you personally that you are talking about the person, seeking forgiveness or whatever. As Christians, let's now assume that Fubara has offended the minister. Do you forgive someone who has not come to you to seek forgiveness? The person who has wronged you must first agree that in his mind he has wronged you. Let's assume that Fubara has offended the minister. Has he come to seek forgiveness? I am not saying there is an offense and there should be forgiveness, but he has not even come for forgiveness. Olayinka explained that Wike's concerns were rooted in governance principles rather than being of a personal nature. The minister has never said that Fubara offended him personally. He only said that Fubara should govern in accordance with the rule of law and that Fubara should not throw away those who risked their lives and resources, and that is not too much to ask. He said, "Those who worked to make you governor, don't throw them away like that." So, that is not about forgiveness. If there is one person Fubara would say he has offended, it should be the president. He is the one to go for soul searching because throughout the time he was working with this same Wike. Throughout. Throughout the time Wike was facing the bullet for him, Wike was not a bad person then. So, at what point did Wike become a bad person to him? He should ask himself. When did Wike become somebody that Fubara would be so bold as to tell him that he would deal with him? At what point? Olayinka further added, "It is like asking a doctor to prescribe medicine for a sick person, but not convincing the sick person to take it. What is the result?" My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, in contribution to the news that I've read, I have come to realize that politics is now rubbish. Aside that it is a dirty game. Imagine, look at what Wike spokesperson man is saying, Larry Olayinka, saying that at what point did because Fubara said he would deal with the he would deal with the former governor, yes, some Wike. Please tell us if initially Wike, I never said what he said was good, but he's the governor of the state. And in my own point of view, it just seemed like Wike is trying to rule again, even after how many years of ruling River State. You still want to rule when another governor is there? Is that even possible at all? It can never be possible. I just think they should really tread carefully, because this thing, obviously everyone realizes that it is the planned work between Wike